Hello everyone, irrespective of the platform you're watching this video on, mastering self-discipline is one of the crucial skill which is very much very much searched after, and people really want to know that how can they master their self-discipline. But self-discipline is something which will not come to you as an easy cakewalk. You would have to be willing to layer off a lot of things, understand a lot of things so that it works out for you. So today I'm going to give you a perspective with the help of your own brain, your neuroscience. What pulls you back? In the previous sessions, a lot of times I have told you that you are the mountain. Okay, you are the one who is holding yourself back from doing those amazing things. That is super true, and why I keep on saying that you'll get to know in next 15-20 minutes. So stay tuned by the end of this session and do not miss even a single insight of the session. This will work better if you take notes, definitely, and it will improvise your attention span, as well as this will give your brain a direction that, okay, this is something, this big trick, this tip, I can use this, and you can write it down and start implementing. Without implementation, knowledge has zero power. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and accomplishments. You have been keeping goals, setting goals, seeing dreams, talking about stuff, but many a times it does not convert into a fruitful result. Why? Because you do not put in the required work. So when you bridge these two things with discipline, accomplishments just happen. This is something which I very much rely on. Self-discipline is the ability to control one's actions, thoughts, and emotions in pursuit of a long-term goal. So what is self-discipline? For me, self-discipline is the highest form of love, the highest form of love that you can show to yourself. You can tell it to yourself that, yes, I am worthy of an amazing life like this. In order to achieve that life, I would have to take these steps. I am worthy of having a very well maintained body. I am worthy of living without illness, without sickness, with more stamina. So what do? I am worthy of putting in 20 minutes of my time every single day on exercising. I'm worthy of eating healthy food every single day. So what am I doing? I am showing love to myself. I am designing and building that beautiful life that I feel I'm worthy of. Okay, so this is what I really want you to think too, that self-discipline, it is the highest form of self-love. Do it for yourself. Why you do not do the things you know you should be doing? Wow, this is such an amazing question, right? This is the most common question a lot of people come across. Like, you'll be sitting in front of your laptop, staring at the screen and thinking in your head that, okay, I know I should be working on this. Why I'm not doing it? Who is pulling me back? What is stopping me? And sometimes we label ourselves like, I am a procrastinator, I am a lazy person, I do not work unless these conditions occur, I do not work if someone is not pushing me. You know what? You are doing yourself a disrespect. There is nothing like this. There are three primary reasons which are hardwired into your brain, and I'm going to break the myth today. Ready for that? The first one is impaired functioning in the prefrontal cortex. So for the basic knowledge, understand that prefrontal cortex is this area of your brain which is recently evolved as Homo sapiens, and this is the center for your decision making, problem solving, all of those intelligent things that you do with your brain. It comes from your prefrontal cortex. Okay, so what do I mean by impaired functioning? Do I mean any medical condition? No, I don't mean that. Prefrontal cortex is responsible for all of those executive functions, and because of anxiety, because of the fear of the unknown, because of all of these factors, what happens is your prefrontal cortex, it resists you to do that tough task. So let me take you back into class 6th when algebra was introduced and you were supposed to find that x and it was difficult for you. So what your brain will do at that time, the prefrontal cortex, rather than pushing you to find that x, what your brain will tell you, Hindi homework is also remaining. I should go ahead and do that. My friend is calling me from the outside. It is very important for me to go, otherwise my friend will stop talking to me. Or else you would suddenly get this urge of going into the kitchen and helping out your mom because she might be feeling tired. So what is this happening? Your intelligent brain is giving you different ways of distractions from within, so that you escape this anxiety, this discomfort of working on that tough problem. The same thing happens to you even today when you are working on that one crucial project. I can bet you on this. You find out that there has to be this one thing which is causing discomfort to you. Maybe it is too tough to do. Maybe it is too competitive. Maybe people are pressurizing you. Maybe it is so stressful. Maybe it is out of your comfort zone. Because of which, what are you doing? You're practicing escapism. You're trying to get out of it. What do you find yourself doing? You find yourself checking your emails. You find yourself scrolling your mobile phone. You find yourself just calling someone and gossiping about something. You find yourself just staring at one corner of the ceiling and thinking about life. Right? What is this? You're escaping from the discomfort. So, what is happening here? It is happening because of this impaired functioning of your prefrontal cortex. Okay, so you need to understand that there may be reduced activity or impaired functioning, because of which it is difficult for you to resist these small escapes which your brain continuously pops up to you. Okay, your brain will keep on giving you schemes, like after 15-20 minutes of good work, your brain will keep on giving you these schemes of go out and take a breathe. I'm thirsty, I need to use the washroom. I'm hungry, I need to munch something. Your brain will keep on giving you this. Okay, so what do? I'll share the techniques how to overcome this condition in some time. The next one is heightened sensitivity to instant gratification. Now, you might have heard that human beings have, we have reduced our attention span lesser than a goldfish, right? A lot of studies say that it is not right. Okay, a lot of studies say that it is not right. Why? Because, this distraction is not outside of our system, it is inside of us. You are not getting distracted when you're doing something that you absolutely love, or when you're doing something which is absolutely important. Just imagine that tomorrow is some project submission. Tonight is the last day. You have the last 2 hours you can work on that particular project, and you need at least those 2 hours. Do you think you'd be watching Netflix at that time? No, you don't, right? You take the intelligent decision. Why? Because you know that this is the time I would have to work on this project. But when you have a larger time window, for an example, you have 10 hours and the work is of only 2 hours. Do you find yourself working on the first 2 hours? No, you'll be pushing it forward. Why? Because your brain wants that heightened sensitivity of instant gratification. Yes, we are practicing instant gratification so much so that we are programming ourselves to get the results instantaneously, right? On the click of the finger. We really, really want the stuff to be get done then and there. As soon as you get the urge of like, okay, my back hurts, let me search for some good cushions. Yes. I feel hungry. Let me search what are the available things around me so that I can order something for myself. So what are we doing? We are practicing this impulse decision making, instant gratification, because of which the dopamine levels of our brain are increasing. Okay, so what to do, how to reduce that I will shortly tell you. But yes, the second reason why you're not disciplined enough is because you have increased your instant gratification so much so that it is difficult for you to resist from it. Okay. The next one is impulsive behavior due to dysregulated amygdala. All of these terms, they feel like, just some big thing. No. Amygdala is your emotion center. Okay, so it is inside your head, like behind your ears, somewhere this side. It is a small thing there. I do not want you to get into the details, but yes, it processes all of your emotions. So when you are like very angry at that time, what do you do? When you're very sad, what do you do? When you're very happy, what do you do? Let me tell you all the emotions. Okay, so when you are angry, you push your decision away. Like for an example, let us speak about self-discipline for your work. You are about to do a project, fine, for your presentation, maybe. So now when you're working on that particular project, or when you're working on the presentation, excuse, when you're working on that presentation, when you're working on that project, what happens if you feel anger for someone? Suddenly inside of you, everything is like fierce. You feel that heat inside, and what do? You say that I'm not in a mood to do it right now, I'll do it later. So what are you doing? You are escaping. Why? Because of the emotion. Similarly, when you're very happy, you work for half an hour and then your brain gives you the scheme. You've been working for so long. Oh my God, you've done such an amazing job. You deserve a break. What will you do in that break? You'll not get out for a walk. What will you do? You'll take out your mobile phone and you'll feel like, okay, I've done half an hour of amazing work. What should I do? I should scroll my phone for 15 minutes. But do you put your phone back in 15 minutes? No, you don't. Right? You keep on scrolling it for next 2 hours, and that is where you lose your traction, and that is where you lose your timetable again. Right? So what happened here? Because of that emotion of being super confident and super happy because of putting in just half an hour of work, you convinced yourself and fell into the trap again. Okay, so this is impulsive behavior, the things that you buy without even thinking. You're stuffing yourself without even thinking. You're putting junk into your body, you're putting junk into your room. Why is this all happening? Because these behaviors, they are not intelligence driven, they are amygdala driven, they are emotion driven. Okay, so how to take care of it? I'm shortly sharing it with you. Now, strategies for better self-discipline. If we really want to make ourselves disciplined, see, I am sharing all of these strategies with you. I myself use them. Along with that, I have a community of 5,000 people. I tell these strategies to all of these people and they use them. But again, no one is perfect. Okay. If you look into my life, if you put a CCTV camera here, you would find me slipping off. Okay. And that is fine. That is fine. What is not fine is you're not pulling yourself back up and starting to work again. It is not fine to commit the same mistake 2 times a day. Okay, if you find yourself scrolling the phone in the morning and you really feel bad about missing on to that time, I want you to promise me today that at least for that one day, you will not find yourself scrolling the phone till night. If you find yourself missing the workout today, promise me you'll not miss the workout tomorrow. If you find yourself ditching your diet by eating that one piece of cake today, promise me you will not say that, okay, I ate that cake, so this is a cheat day. Let me eat any junk that I want to. No, this is not fine. Okay, getting back to your self-discipline as early as possible. It is like a trampoline. Go down, but jump up back. Okay, so I'm sharing some strategies with all of you. Improve the functioning of your prefrontal cortex. How do we do that? Mindfulness and meditation. What is mindfulness? When you're washing the dishes, just wash the dishes. When you're sipping a cup of tea, just taste the tea. Do not plan what am I going to do after this tea. Just drink that tea. Be present in the present, at least for some time. Meditation, all of us know that breathing in, breathing out, thinking about just, nothing. Don't force your brain. Watch your thoughts, but don't force your brain to do something. Meditation. We have a dedicated thing for meditation for the insiders. Go ahead and check. You will get a detailed session on meditation there that will help you further. Establish structured routine. Okay, so when you give yourself a routine, your brain performs better. Why and how can I say that? I have practiced a routine for like 3 years and my body adapted to it, and my body works like that absolutely fine. Okay, so initially when you start putting yourself into any routine or any structure, when you change something, your body will resist, your brain will resist. Okay, so for an example, you wake up at 8 a.m. and suddenly you want to wake up at 5 a.m. Your body will resist, your brain will resist, your brain will give you so many reasons that you have worked so hard yesterday, you had a headache yesterday, and you did not get a peaceful sleep, so you need to sleep an extra for half an hour, something like that. But once you push yourself into that routine for a longer duration of time, your body adapts to that routine. Okay. And then it works fantastically fine there. Create structures for yourself. These structures help us flourish. I get a lot of messages and mails where people say that it makes the life monotonous. No, it does not. There is always a pattern in your life. Trust me, if you do not make it consciously, the unconscious pattern will work. You will every day feel hungry at a particular time. You will every day feel sleepy at a particular time. If you do not notice it, it doesn't mean that it is not there. There is always a pattern. I want you to consciously design this pattern for yourself. Next is goal setting and planning. Plan for something. Give your brain a dream to live for. Tell your brain that you will get this if you do this. As you feel hunger in your stomach for food, same is the hunger for intellect in your head. If you do not give yourself the right direction, the right training, the right mindset, your brain feels hungry. If you're not leveraging your potential, if you're not upscaling yourself, you feel stagnated. And when you feel stagnated, I've felt it. If you feel stagnated, you feel frustrated. That is when you start getting frustrated over people, irritated over people, angry over people every now and then. Okay, so please attach yourself to a dream. Give yourself a motto to live. I do not want you to figure out the life purpose today itself. No, maybe it is not possible for some people. But what you can do is give yourself a 3-month target. Tell yourself that, okay, in next 3 months, my physical body will look like this. My mental health will look like this. My relationships will look like this. My work life will look like this. I want to be like this in next 90 days. Go and achieve that. Dream for the next 90 days. Be there. Dream the next 90 days. Can we do this? Looks easy, right? Do that. Next is sleep and stress management. If you do not sleep enough, if you do not take care of your bare basic necessities and you feel that you will thrive in everything, you will not do that. Okay, you need to make the foundation super strong. You need to eat nutritious food. You need to take care of yourself. You need to manage your stress. You need to sleep properly. How do you manage stress? You manage stress by working. Okay, you cannot just cry about, I have so much of stress, I have so much of stress. Everyone has it. You knock your neighbor's door and ask them, do you have stress or not? They will say yes. Are you anxious or not? They'll say yes, definitely. All of us, we live by that only. Okay, so it is a part of our life. No, it is not our life. So just accept that, okay, a little part of it is going to be with me. Pet it and live with it. Don't give me this excuse that I cannot work because I have so much of stress. It is the other way around. You do not work. That is why you are under stress. Okay, so work. Get up, roll your sleeves, and do the things which are actually important for you. The next one is regulating instant gratification. This is something which is crucial. Okay, if you want to take away just one thing from this session, please take away this: delayed gratification. Whatever you want immediately, give yourself a window. Okay, there are certain exceptions to this rule. If you want to learn that new skill, go ahead and learn that. If you want to teach that skill to someone, go ahead and teach that. Take instant gratification there. It is not for learning, but yes, it is for eating any junk that you want to. It is for purchasing anything inside the house. It is for everything. Like you are searching for something and you are a big MS Dhoni fan like me, and suddenly there is a pop-up which says that 6 times MS Dhoni was faster than a cheetah, and that urge that I want to see when. Delay this. That video is going to be there. Okay. You get me what I mean to say here. Delay the gratification. Implementation intention. So what do I mean by implementation of intention? So whatever you're creating implementation, whatever plans you have, your actions should be in alignment with your intentions. Okay, so you cannot be walking around and saying that I want to build the baddest, strongest wall ever, and you're not ready to pick up one brick and put there. No, you would have to implement that. Next one is create a reward system for yourself. You be your own, best friend. How do you do that? You create a reward system for yourself. How do you do that? I'll give you an example what I personally do. I have one big poster on my work desk that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. And I have set of routine for every single day. If I check all of these boxes every night before sleeping, if I did my best, like if I completed all of those tasks on Monday, I'll check Monday. If I did all of the things that were required on Tuesday, I'll check Tuesday, so on and so forth. So if I check all the things till Friday, I allow myself as a reward to watch that web series on Saturday and Sunday. If I do not do that, I miss on to watching that web series. I'm a big fan of watching web series with my husband during weekends, but I earn that. I do not give it to myself like any other thing. It is a privilege for me. It is a reward for me. Okay, so think about something and create a reward system for yourself. Next one is visualize long-term rewards. Your brain cannot see the long-term thing, right? All your brain can see is the present thing. Okay, what can I eat? What can I wear? Where can I go? Small little thing. What can I gossip? Who can I call? The connections. That's it. Your brain cannot think about something which is way ahead in the future. So what you have to do, take out some time to visualize in the future. Close your eyes and tell it to your brain that you are putting in this hard work because you're going somewhere. Like the small kid that you were once, when you used to train travel with your mom, every next station you used to ask your mom, Mom, are we there? What your mom used to tell you? Yes, we are almost there. It is 4 stops to our stop. Then next stop, you again say, Mom, are we there? She'll say 3 stops to reach there. So what is your mom doing? She is giving you a visualization that, okay, after 4 stops, you'll get down and you'll go to your nanny's house. After 3 stops, you'll get down. After 2 stops, you'll get down. Okay. So trust into this beauty of telling your brain what the future holds for it. And imagine the best future, right? The best of the things, the best of the lifestyle, the best of the friends, the best of the connections, the best of the health, the best of the relationships. Okay. So tell yourself that whatever you're doing today, it is a brick, it is a contribution towards that big empire that you're creating for yourself. Okay, so this is how you regulate your instant gratification, with the help of which you can become more disciplined. The next one is address dysregulated amygdala. Now, we all have these emotions, and these emotions make us human. Let me tell you that no emotion is good or bad. We all feel all of these emotions. The only problem is when we let these emotions take over us. That is when you start creating problem. Okay, so the first one is identify triggers and develop coping strategies. So I told you there is a pattern for everything. So there are certain emotions that trigger you. They trigger you with some incidences. Okay, so for an example, when you work on a presentation, someone comes in, taps you at the back and tells you, this doesn't look good. This was not as good as that person's presentation, and that person leaves. Now what you're doing? Now you're not working on your presentation. All you're doing is in your head, you're proving your presentation better than that person, which was not even the agenda for the day. You're getting my point. Okay. So what I want you to do here is find out what are the things that trigger you. Okay. Comparison triggers you, or maybe someone putting nose into your work triggers you, or maybe some emotional disturbance triggers you. What is it that triggers you and sways you away from the right work that you should be doing? Now, once you found out that what is your trigger, next task that you have to do is you have to create a coping strategy for yourself. Okay, so what these coping strategy could be, let us take the same example. Now, someone told me that my presentation is not as good as that another person, and I am into this, proving and insecure point where I'm trying to prove that how my presentation is better than that person's presentation. As soon as I realize that I am comparing myself to that person, I recently learned this from a video of Gary Vee, and he says that rather than, you need not to be as good as someone in that one particular skill. There are so many wonderful things. Okay, maybe that person's presentation is very nice. What can I learn from it? If I do not want to learn from it, leave it. I'm better at my presentation skills. I'm better at my networking skills. I'm better at my technical skills. I'm better at so many skills that I do not want to compare for that one skill with that one person for now. What should I do? I should focus on what I'm doing, and I should go ahead from here. Okay, so find out what are the coping strategies that help you. These coping strategies can look like closing your eyes and breathing for 10 times. It can look like just leave that place if you feel yourself very much furious, or if you feel yourself overwhelmed by emotions, leave that place for a while, take a walk, take some fresh air, sip by sip, drink half a glass of water, then again start working. Do not sulk into emotions. The next one is mindful decision making. What is mindful decision making? For me, I have tried a lot of mindful strategies for decision making. The best for me has always been writing my thoughts down on a paper. Okay, I'm not a very techie kind of a person. I do not think on computer, I think on paper. Okay, so I have a logic behind it also. Writing is something that makes us different from all the species present on the earth. So only I can write, so why should I not write? Okay, so I put my thoughts on a piece of paper. What I do if I have to make a decision and I feel that I might not take a well informed or logical or rational decision, what do? I create a chart of pros and cons of all the multiple options available in front of me, and I'm always open for experiments, I'm always open for risks, I'm always open for learning, I'm always open to explore what all else is there which is out of my spectrum, because I have this acute awareness that I do not know everything. Okay, so this is what I do. You have to find out that how do you take a mindful decision. Some people talk to other people, some people they just think about one option and go ahead and make it right, kind of stuff. So what works best for you? How do you make mindful decision for yourself so that your decision and your emotion, these two things are separated? You are not your emotion. You feel angry for some time, but you are not an angry person. You feel happy for some time, you are not always a happy person. You feel disappointed by yourself or hurt for some time, you're not a sad person. Okay, so your emotions and you as a person, two different entities, always remember that. Regular exercise and healthy lifestyle. So whenever you are overwhelmed by emotions, the next thing that you can do is straight away, this is something which is my go-to kind of thing, this I say 100 times: stand up from your wherever you are sitting and jump for 20-50 times, whatever is in your capacity. Like 50 times if you jump, you're out of breath, you take deep you do deep breathing automatically, then you feel thirsty, you drink a glass of water, and trust me, a lot of this emotional baggage, it is relieved with that sweat. Okay, so regular exercise, eating healthy, all of these things are very much important. So when you take care of all these parameters together, what are you doing? You are working on the hardwiring of your brain so that it helps you or pushes you towards better self-discipline, rather than sitting at one place and cribbing about, I cannot perform better, I cannot stick, I'm not consistent. Even if you do 108 times mala of I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, it will not change. What you have to do is you have to start taking actions. What actions? These are the list of things. Whatever you feel is handy for you, start now. Okay, wherever you feel that you need my help, Satyam's help, we are always there. Okay, so this is how you take care of your own brain. Be empathetic with your brain. See, all of these things are there for a reason. Your brain behaves in a certain way, there is a reason behind it. Be empathetic to your own self, to your own brain, and from there, with that space of kindness and love, start evolving. Okay, start working, take care of different aspects of your life one at a time. Do not overwhelm yourself, and at the same time, always know that no time is like I am too late for this. You are never late. The time when you decided that okay, I am making to I'm going to make this, I'm going to turn my life upside down, that is the absolutely most correct time to start working on yourself. Okay, that's it from my side for today. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm so privileged that I have a thriving community of people like you who always show up and who always want to learn more and do more and be more. We all are a tribe of ambitious people, and I can feel my heart racing and resonating with all of you. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. You can follow us on all of our social media platforms. We keep on giving values in short and long formats on these channels. Go.